updates. Lesta updates. Court case updates. We were already suspicious of the state of this fucking competition. Or, sorry, the state of this court, not competition. We were already suspicious when Lesta begged to have an open court, and the state said, no, we want a closed court. And today we have an update on the court ruling. Assets of Lesta Games will be transferred to the state. The court upheld the conviction of its owner for extremism. The company group Lesta Games lost in court. The Tagansky District Court of Moscow ruled that its owner, Malik Katazev, had created an extremist organization with Viktor Kisly, the head of former parent company of Lesta Games, War Gaming. So Lesta is gone. Now the activities of this organization will be banned within Russia. It is reported that the court's decision serves as the grounds for listing Katazev together with Kisly in the registry for extremists and terrorists. Jesus. Additionally, the court ordered that 3 legal entities of Lesta Games, LLC Lesta, Lesta Games Moscow, and Lesta Games Agency must be fully recovered in favor of the state. The newspaper Kommersant and the TASS agency, citing their sources in law enforcement, write that charge of extremism does not extend to Lesta Games itself. It also does not affect the group's business partners, clients, and gamers who play its games. In other words, it just happens to only be the owner that's guilty of it, so everything else gets kept the same and can be neatly transferred to a new owner. But the owner, he was a terrorist and an extremist. How convenient. Additionally, the court's decision will not lead to the banning of the games. Of course not. No, they're not going to be banned. In its official Telegram channel, Lesta Games stated that it did not export its profits abroad and conducted business honestly. Moreover, in recent years, it has actively supported the development of the gaming industry in Russia and made a significant contribution to the patriotic education of our country's citizens. The group is now preparing to file an appeal. Yeah, enough. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it was to be expected. Mafia state gonna Mafia state. This is, of course, bullshit. The whole thing is bullshit. They're trying to blame Lesta for things that they did while they were still together with Wargaming, which they aren't. The appeal, good luck with that. It's not gonna go anywhere. I mean, this basically, as soon as it came out that Lesta was making record profits, it had entered like the top 100 most profitable fucking companies in Russia. And as soon as they announced the whole extremism bullshit thing, it only got further confirmed when Lesta begged them to hold an open court, and the government said no, it's going to be behind closed doors. And of course, the fact that they told bloggers and stuff to not talk about this, to not make YouTube vids about it, to not like in any way cover this issue, also tells a pretty clear story. This was a good old snatch and grab. This was a grab and share to your favorite oligarch. A classic Russian move, and I mean, they've already said a bunch of people were resigning and leaving. Now with this, a lot of people are going to be resigning and leaving. So we'll see what will actually happen with Lesta Games. But basically, it's been stolen. Lesta Games has been stolen by the court, and it will probably be given to some friend of the government. GG. 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 They're gonna run to Wargaming or the devs. Good luck getting out of the country. I mean, they can try. Ideally, but honestly, if you have a lot of understanding of the tech and so forth, why would you go to? Why did you go to? If you're gonna like, the reason they didn't want to leave is because they live in Russia. They have their families there, they live in there. So the reason they originally wanted to stay in Russia was for these reasons. That hasn't really changed. But if they would suddenly want to leave the country, why on earth would they go work for Wargaming with the pay that they have and being forced to move to the country that you have? Like, questionable. I mean, one can dream that ideally this would mean Wargaming gets an art department, but it's certainly no guarantee. Also, it's no guarantee that they'll be able to leave. Like, I don't know what will happen now. Basically, it was to be expected, but it's still disappointing. It was to be expected, but it's still disappointing. Yoinked by the Russian government. GG. I'd be surprised if they joined wargaming. Sam, like, very surprised.